Hi guys, welcome back to Daydreamer's Barn. I'm Jess.
I'm Chris.
And today we're going to take you on a tour of a brewery.
Duration Brewery.
So here in Norfolk, and if you guys want to stay tuned, we're going to take you on a little bit of a drive, and then we'll take you on a full-on tour of the brewery. So yeah, stay tuned.
So I'm curious how many barrels they produce for Duration.
Yeah, wonder if it'll be kind of similar to Atypical that we've seen.
Yeah, they're definitely the farmhouse style, which would be similar to it with the funkies and sours and stuff like that.
Right. I'd like to see how they, you know what I mean, how they compare. You were saying that there was something different about how, what is it called? Like how much, like
so they
the
tax,
alcohol content?
Yeah, they tax the beers differently here in America. They tax it just by the volume of the barrels it is. Doesn't matter the percentage of ABV.
Yeah.
But here, depending on how high the ABV is how high the tax goes. So that's why a lot of them are lower ABV than we see in America.
Yeah. I think
at least from the craft brewing side of the house.
That's pretty cool to know the the difference that how different the United States is to how different the UK or how different England is on taxation. Just with beers in general.
Yeah, because they get taxed from the brewery, and then at they still get the VAT tax on when they sell them too.
Yeah. So it's like taxation twice.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Because I think he was saying.
Well, don't we get taxed twice as well?
We do. We do.
It's like the brewery gets the tax, and then the consumer gets taxed.
Right.
So it's the
just
same.
I think it's the amount of the taxing that's the difference. Because you're right. They both get taxed on the processing side and the selling side, the distribution side.
Right. Well, with this is an American from the South, and the head brewery, right?
Yep. Yeah, he's from North Carolina, South Carolina, one of the two.
It's from the South.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. And how old is this brewery?
I think it's been up for about 3 years or so.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think they said they launched in 2019.
That's
so
pretty cool.
4 years now.
That's not bad. It looks like it's grown.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's from what we've seen so far, it's pretty cool as far as the old industry or the farm area that they have.
The farmhouse feel or farmhouse chic.
Yeah, just out in the cut by itself.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. The other thing, the tours are 25 pounds per person.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get to show you exactly what that all entails for the 25 pounds per person. I'm pretty excited, to be able to physically go in and see, because this is like farm to table.
Yeah, they embrace the agriculture side of it to where it
to support our farmers here in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is brilliant.
And that's the thing a lot of people don't understand about beer in general, is that it is a very agriculture specific product.
Right.
A lot of the big companies try to make it taste the exact same, but it's not supposed to, right?
No,
the grain
it's
changes, just like wine changes every year because of how the grapes change.
Yeah, how Mother Nature kind of seasons them.
Yep, the barley changes, the hops change every year. So yeah.
That guy was taking a little rest. Yeah, that's it's pretty cool. So I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be something that will be, I guess, a look into something that you enjoy.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't much enjoy beer, but if it's something that you enjoy, I enjoy it. England that I don't know if y'all have ever seen, or if y'all have seen it, you get to see it through our eyes and how much we appreciate it. So yeah. Look at these roads. They're humongous. Bicyclers. Oh, they're like in sync. Yeah, so it's like maybe in the middle.
It sounds like it's right under your seat.
I don't know. Nothing under my seat. It's your seat. Oh wow, they're building houses. A lot of houses. Hi.
Hey, there we go.
Hello. I do like seeing all the homes with the solar power on the top.
Yeah, it seems like it's becoming, at least for the new builds, more
Yeah.
common out here.
I do appreciate that. Look, babe. The blue car. It's a three-wheeler. I will also leave the address to this brewery in the description below, along with more details, so you can book a tour or you can just purchase some of their beer. This is not sponsored. This is just Chris and I showing you a different part of England, or a different business, a local business that you can support.
Yep.
The amount of sheep over here.
Makes you want to get something back in the States. Then.
Yes. Sheep are tasty.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of lamb.
This is an old 15th century barn that we refurbished into a brew house. That was a long trip. If you look behind you there, you got the buttresses of the original building. So this used to extend way down there. Henry VIII, Ruth here. This is a special guest appearance here because she is the historical architect for knowing all of this stuff. So if I get it right or if I get it wrong, either way I played it. So basically tear down from behind the river here. There used to be priories that were all connected here. So you had South Acre, West Acre, Castle Acre. All of that stuff got torn down and it got repurposed into this now building. So waste not, want not,
Right.
sort of thing. But I'm gonna cut it there because I don't know that much about the historic, but I think it's what Henry VIII, the Reformation, probably tearing down the monasteries. Yeah.
And he built that out of the stones.
Yeah. So yeah, it's reclaimed back from something that's a few hundred years before that was originally built over across the river. So if you go to Castle Acre, that's the most existing one of these sort of three sisters sort of thing. This is all the guts and gubbins. And here we have a wastewater treatment system because we have no mains drainage, so we have to treat all of our own water. So we have a membrane bioreactor. Pain in my ass, to be honest with you, but we have to treat all of our own water. So imagine if you're in a shower or a bath or a toilet or anything like that, you have to treat your own water at the house every day. That's what I got to do. But now it's singing pretty good. But that's basically what that house is. The other side of it is our just big cold storage for kegs, cans, all that sort of stuff. Over here on the left is steam generator plus basic storage. Y'all can come on, you ain't got to be afraid of me. Come on. But steam generator, so this is the thing that's basically the engine block generation. Old school boilers were big massive units that they just held a lot of water very hot. This works more like your combi boiler that you have in your house, just on an industrial scale. It holds a bit of it hot, sends it through, turns it to steam instantly as we need it. So it's much more efficient, cost effective, less energy use. We're trying to be as regenerative as we can, hence we treat all of our own water. Big tank there, that is our hops, yeast, any shrub that comes off tanks. So that gets pumped out of the brew house, and that goes to the estate. So they have compost piles, so that feeds that. So this is the main brew house. If y'all are familiar with any other breweries like Mill Farmstead, Allagash, few others in that nature, it's the same manufacturers. We did that because they're really attentive, really good at their craft. Germany's been making some brew houses for quite some time. First vessel, if you're not familiar with brewing, we basically take all of the grain and put it in this big hopper behind you. That can run as it goes in. Making beer is essentially like making a big old proper amount of time at the prescribed temperature. So that lets all of the enzymes, the activity break down the long chain sugars and the small chain sugars, and then the yeast get feast. So that's what that first vessel is. It seems like it would be something a bit more complicated than that, but you're literally just fucking putting hot water with grains and it's sitting for a prescribed amount of time. That steam jacketed though, so the thing I just pointed out over there, the steam generator, that's just keeping it at 66, 68, 70, whatever we're for that beer. Beer. So cask beer is sort of live beer. It needs to warm back up, essentially. So we typically leave these here for a day or so before they go to the cold store, and then they go to the pubs. And you have hopefully a good cellar person. That's what they're doing, racking them and everything. This is our stout Everett piece, then canning. Done eating, that conical allows them to go to sleep, which is called flocculation. And that's where we can then gather that yeast that goes to the next beer. Otherwise, you have the old school, like Hurton-on-Trent and Yorkshire. Done eating, that conical allows them to go to sleep, which is called flocculation, and that's where we can then gather that yeast that goes to the next beer. Otherwise, you have the old school, like Burton Trent and Yorkshire School. That's our flagship beer. It's Mosaic and Hallertau Blanc. Mosaic being a U.S. Pacific Northwest hop, Hallertau Blanc being a new German hop. That's just holding it for us to move to packaging. So we have packaging lines that go up and then down over to our canning line. So that will be next door.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, look at your setup. This is fabulous.
Yours is insulated because we're trying to keep that beer as cold as we can from packaging to here. This is a canning line from Cody, which is out of Golden, Colorado. They essentially to make it bob up before it goes to seaming. After seaming, or in seaming, it comes up here, a little elevator lifts up, seam the outside, seam the inside of the lid, and that happens in fractions of a second. It's very fast, so it's up, down, out. So you can actually slow it down and watch it. It's pretty neat to see because that comes in, seems that as that's coming in, but it's literally a quarter of a second how fast it's going, sort of thing. After it goes through that, it goes to the little car wash here. So that's just rinsing off any residual beer that's on the outside. Goes to our labeling. And then we've got one of our interns, what you would think is like herbal, grassy, that sort of thing. The U.S., being the U.S., it's a bit heavier on that dank and a lot of fruit sort of side of it and everything.
Hi friends, I really hope you enjoyed the tour and the drive with us to the brewery, and it was the proper English brewery. It had, you know, a whole bunch of different beers and I guess a sour.
Yeah, they had the funky flavors, the sours, the mixed fermentation is the traditional word for it, I guess. But yeah, they definitely had that. That's the farmhouse style, so those were good to experience and kind of learn a little bit more about that. So
yeah, we had a really good time. So these are the glasses that came with the tour, and you can see the logo on Chris's. So here's the beer. Woo! And on the back it has like little
1/3, 2/3, and full pint, I think.
yeah. So
1/2 and 2/3.
So each person got to take a cup as a thank you, or like a or like
Souvenir.
A souvenir, yeah. And then we bought a flight. So this is what they served us.
Yeah, I was gonna say the tour includes a flight of beer as well.
Yeah. So you
Tasting at
get
the end.
a tasting. So when you first arrive, they give you a little taster in the beginning to get everything started, to get you, you know, I guess, loosened up.
In the feel of the brewery.
Yeah. And then they start the tour and everything. It was a fantastic, you know, tour. I highly recommend it if you haven't ever been to the brewery. I recommend going, and you know, or they also have a online store where you can purchase beer from them and they'll ship it to you. So which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I definitely had high expectations. I definitely met it. It was a fun experience overall.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of a home brewer, so it was really nice hearing all the lingo he was talking about, but it wasn't so far gone that you didn't understand it if you had no idea how the brewing process worked. So.
Yeah, they broke it down to where even me, as somebody that's just a brewer's wife, I understood, and I was able to appreciate it. So it was quite nice, and we met some lovely people there. and they have like food trucks. They have like special events. They just had Oktoberfest there. To Duration Brewing, I highly recommend. Or
brewery, sorry.
Brewery.
Duration beer.
Duration Brewery. If you've never been, we highly advise going. It's thumbs up from me.
It's worth the trip for sure.
Yeah, it is. It really is. You know, I think what I really appreciated is that they brought things from local, you know, from England.
Yeah, all the grain and the corn for the one specifically was sourced from around the local area. I don't know where they get the yeast from. The hops it kind of gets from all out, but they try to get as much from the local community as they can that they use. Obviously, you can't. There's some things you have to outsource, but they do a really good job of kind of showing how they're trying to regenerative when it comes to like the water and different items that they have there. So it was really nice to see.
Yeah, it really was. So we really hope you enjoyed this tour, and you know, we hope to do more things like this, taking y'all around to appreciate small businesses, you know, people that are pouring their hearts and soul into things that they absolutely love. So cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Guys, thank you for watching. As always, we appreciate you guys. Be safe, make good choices. Bye.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen